And welcome back. Well, The Lion is a completely original theatrical experience that tells one man's gripping coming-of-age story. The Lion is on stage now at Milwaukee's Repertory Theater, and Milwaukee is one of the first in the country to experience it.
Yeah, we are here now with the creator, Benjamin Scheuer. He is here at the Morning Blend for the first time, and I just can't get over the fact that you use 6 guitars in this one-man show.
I do. They're all tuned differently to different chords, so it gets a lot of different sounds, different textures, and they look pretty cool too.
And not 6 at one time.
Not
just
6
to
at
clarify.
one time. I don't play with my feet. You know, that'd be fun to try.
Exactly. Tell us a little bit about this show. And you must be incredibly pleased with the things that the critics are saying about it. For example, absolutely the best original musical of the year by The Stage in London. Huffington Post said the best new musical. I mean, that's huge praise.
Well, I'm glad that people enjoy it. You know, what I wanted to do was play the best coffee shop gig I could. I was playing songs. It's true. I was playing in Greenwich Village in New York City, where I'm from, playing a bunch of autobiographical tunes. And I didn't know what I was going to say between the songs. So I figured, well, I'll write it down and memorize it. And then I realized that I had a script and I had a score. And so I started thinking of it as a piece of theater, and Sean Daniels is the director I started working with, who's a much more successful than anybody else that I knew, but luckily he agreed to work with me on the show, and we opened in New York City, and I'm just telling the story of my life, telling the story of my dad, who died when I was a little boy, but my relationship with him continues to change and grow. And when we opened in New York, we won the Drama Desk Award for Best Solo Performance on Stage, and I could not believe it.
That's incredible.
That is incredible. You know, using some of your own experience, it's a very raw thing to do on a stage. I think being on stage anyway is you always feel like you're a little bit naked up there. It's a very raw thing to do. How do you interact? Nice one, Molly.
Sorry.
How do you interact with the audience and in terms of, you know, bringing your story to light? Use some of the depth of that coming to age that you experienced.
Yeah, so the greatest compliment that I get when I perform The Lion is someone will come up to me after the show and they say, "Hey Benjamin, you know, your story is just like my story."
Really?
And then they'll tell a story that has nothing to do with my story at all. And I couldn't figure it out until I realized that it's not that the same stuff happens to you and me, is that we feel the same way about that which does happen, right? Like we feel sad, we feel connected, we feel lost, we feel love. And that's all. And so this is just my version of that.
Yeah.
What will people enjoy? So how do you describe this show? Because it's unlike probably anything people have ever seen before.
It's like a concert with better lighting and better set design, I guess.
I like that. And Milwaukee's the second stop, right? And you're doing this for 2 years all across America.
Yeah.
Which I think is incredible. So you're able to share it with a whole lot more than just that coffee clutch in New York.
It's a lot of fun. We're here in Milwaukee until the 8th of November. Is that right?
Yeah.
We're playing, some weeks are 7 shows, some weeks are 8 shows a week. And the house, it's about 200 seats in the house, which is the sort of biggest coffee shop gig I'd ever want to play. I mean, I like playing to bigger audiences too. I went on tour with an American artist called Mary Chapin Carpenter last year in the UK, in England, and the first gig we played was the Royal Albert Hall in London. About 5,000 seats, and finally my mother understood that the coffee shop gig I was doing was paying off.
Finally, right?
Finally,
it takes
mother.
so long. What's the deal with your suit? Because you've got these amazing purple pants.
Thank you.
Some suspenders.
Some great stuff.
Check that out.
So one of the things I talk about in my show is I got really sick, and then I had cancer when I was 28. I had advanced stage cancer, and I did 6 months of chemotherapy, and I was cured of cancer. And one of the only things that I could do when I was sick was choose what I was going to wear. It's the only the rest of my day was decided for me by doctors, by that kind of thing. And so clothing became this sense of control in my life, and I took joy in it. And so these purple pants were made by my friend Richard Anderson in London.
No way.
I bought this jacket in Rome, and these shoes are from Rome.
Check out the shoes.
The shoes are pretty good.
Check that out.
Look at those shoes.
They're like chartreuse. But you can tell you've worn them.
So I wear a costume in the show, and it's a blue suit. I mean, I say a costume, but it's just a blue suit. But it's made really specifically. When I'm playing guitar, the arms are cut differently.
Yeah.
You know, this arm on the jacket is it's cut so I can hold my guitar here. This arm is cut so I can hold it over here. There's all kinds of secret little things in the suit, so it's a lot of fun.
Yeah.
Tell us about Tin Banjo.
My father built me a toy when I was 2.5 years old, a banjo made out of a cookie tin lid, and he played the guitar, and I I admired my father so much. I wanted to play music just like him. And the first song in the show is called Cookie Tin Banjo. There's actually an animated music video for that song. It was just at the Encounters Film Festival in England, which is like the Tribeca Film Festival in England.
Wonderful.
And it won Best Music Video there.
Good for you. Cookie Tin Banjo is the best music video there.
Right, why not?
That's awesome.
Thank you very much.
We're out of time, but I just need to know where the name comes from.
Cookie Tin Banjo?
No, the lion.
Oh, the title track of the show is called The Lion, and it means, it's about what makes a lion, which is really what makes a man, which is really what makes a person themselves.
Love that.
That is really cool.
All
That
right.
is really, really cool. We're going to let you get set up so we can talk about your show. Go ahead and get set up right now, because what we want to tell you is that it's playing now at the Milwaukee Repertory Theater through November 8th. You've got to see this show. Tickets are available by calling 414-224-9490 or going to MilwaukeeRep.com.
Father has an old guitar, and he plays me folk songs. My father has an old guitar, and he plays me folk songs. There is nothing I want more than to play like him. He goes to the basement and builds me a cookie tin banjo. He builds me a cookie tin banjo. The strings are made of rubber bands, the strap is an old red necktie. The body is the big round lid of a metal cookie tin. When he plays his old guitar, I play my cookie tin banjo. Play my cookie tin banjo right along with him. The more we play together, the more I fall in love with music. And I realize that my banjo is a toy that I've outgrown. I want strings of steel and something new and something real. And so he gets me a guitar to call my own. Then Dad says to me on this fine afternoon, let's sit on the stairs, I'll teach you to tune. He hands me a pick, one that's little and black. He shows me the G chord. I've never looked back. Now buried somewhere in a closet is my cookie tin banjo. In my arms is my guitar, my greatest source of joy. For the life that I have now, I'm grateful to my father, who gave the gift of music to his boy. It started with a simple homemade toy.
Awesome. Thank you.